Hey everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Max.
And I'm Ruby. You're listening to Somewhere Between Topics, and it's great to be back with you all today.
Absolutely, Ruby. We're super excited for today's episode. We're heading south, ways south, to the Lone Star State.
Oh, I know. I'm so ready for this. Today, we're diving deep into, the absolute top places you just have to visit in Texas. It's going to be a fun one, I think.
Yeah, Texas is it's huge, right? So much to cover, so much to see. We've got our personal favorites and some really cool spots we want to share with everyone.
Yeah, so whether you're planning a trip or just, curious about Texas beyond the stereotypes, you're definitely in the right place. We're going to make this super conversational, hoping you feel like you're just chatting with us about some amazing Texas travel.
So, Ruby, when you think of Texas, what's like the very first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of people, I think it's just cowboys, right? Or maybe like oil rigs and open plains.
Oh, for sure, Max. That's totally the common image, isn't it? Like big hats, dusty boots, tumbleweeds, and everything being bigger. And it's true, some of that is definitely there.
Yeah, but it's so much more than that, isn't it? Like, Texas is it's massive. It's almost a country in itself? And because of that, it has this incredible diversity that I think a lot of people just don't realize.
Exactly. I mean, you can go from the piney woods of East Texas, which feel totally different from the desert landscapes out west in Big Bend. And then you have the Gulf Coast with its beaches and marshlands. It's just wild how much it changes.
And the cultures too, It's not just one thing. You've got the strong Tejano culture, especially in places like San Antonio and along the border, which is just so rich and vibrant. Then you have the more German influences in the hill country.
Oh, yeah, like Fredericksburg, right? With the wineries and that whole vibe. It's truly fascinating. And the food, oh my gosh, the food. It's not just barbecue and Tex-Mex, though those are amazing, don't get me wrong. But there's such a diverse culinary scene in the major cities now.
For sure. So, yeah, we really want to kind of break down those stereotypes a bit and show that Texas is this incredibly diverse, fascinating place with just so many unique experiences beyond what you might typically imagine. It's not just, horses and dusty trails, though you can find those if that's what you're looking for, too. So now that we've kind of set the stage, shown that Texas is this incredibly diverse place, I figured I'd kick us off with some of my absolute favorite spots. These are places I always recommend to people when they ask, hey, where should I go in Texas?
Ooh, I'm ready for this. What's on Max's A-list for the Lone Star State?
Okay, so, my first one, it just has to be Austin. Seriously, you just have to experience Austin, especially if you appreciate live music. They call it the live music capital of the world for a reason, It's not just a catchy slogan.
I remember going there for South by Southwest one year, and the energy was just electric. Every single bar, every street corner just had somebody playing. And it's not just during festivals. You can walk down 6th Street any night of the week, and there's just music pouring out of every door. It's incredible. And beyond the music, the food trucks there are just insane. Seriously, world-class food, super creative. My tip for Austin is definitely try to catch a show at the Continental Club. It's a legendary spot. Or just wander around South Congress, soak up the vibe. And for real, try a breakfast taco from a random food truck. You won't regret it.
Oh, I can totally picture that. I hear Austin's got a really unique, laid-back, yet super creative energy. Almost a bit of a West Coast vibe in the middle of Texas.
Yeah, exactly. It's got its own thing for sure. And then my other absolute must-see, and this one is just historically significant and just beautiful, is San Antonio. You can't go to Texas and not visit the Alamo, right? It's a monument to Texas history, and it's quite moving, honestly, to just stand there and, absorb it all.
But then San Antonio also has the Riverwalk, which is it's magical, especially at night when all the lights are strung up. I remember taking one of those river barges with my family, and it's just such a relaxing way to see the city. All these restaurants and shops lining the river, it's just so unique. It feels like you're in, I don't know, a European city almost, but with that distinct Texas flair. My advice for San Antonio would be to definitely do a Riverwalk boat tour early in your visit. It gives you a great overview. And don't miss the Mission San Jose either. It's just a short drive from downtown, and it's really beautiful. And the Tex-Mex in San Antonio, oh my gosh, it's like peak Tex-Mex.
Wow, Max. Those are fantastic picks. Austin, San Antonio. I mean, you really covered some of the iconic spots there. I've always wanted to experience the Riverwalk at night. Sounds just dreamy. But okay, now it's my turn. I've got a couple of different kinds of experiences that I think really showcase the diversity of Texas, beyond just the historical or the music scene. My first one, has to be Houston. And I know some people might think of Houston as just a big, sprawling city, but it's so much more than that. For starters, the museums there are absolutely world-class. Like, the museum district is just amazing. You could spend days there. The Museum of Natural Science, the Museum of Fine Arts, I mean, they're just incredible. But of course, when you think Houston, you have to think space. The NASA Johnson Space Center, or Space Center Houston as it's officially called, it's just mind-blowing. I went there and you can see actual spacecraft, touch a moon rock even, experience what it's like to be in mission control during a launch. It's not just for kids, It's genuinely inspiring. You learn so much about human ingenuity and exploration. My tip for Houston, definitely dedicate a good half day, if not more, to Space Center Houston. And maybe even look into a tram tour if they're running, because you can get to see some of the actual working parts of the Johnson Space Center. It's pretty cool.
Oh, Space Center Houston is definitely on my list. I remember watching the Apollo 13 movie and just being completely fascinated by mission control. To see that in person must be something else.
Oh, it truly is. And then, okay, this is a complete pivot, but my other absolute must-see in Texas is Big Bend National Park. Max, you talked about Texas having diverse landscapes, and Big Bend is just the epitome of that. It's in West Texas, way out there, and it's this vast, rugged, absolutely breathtaking wilderness. It's where the Chihuahuan Desert meets the Chisos Mountains and the Rio Grande. So you have desert landscapes, mountain peaks, and then this incredible river winding through canyons. You can hike through incredible canyons like Santa Elena Canyon, where the walls just rise thousands of feet above the river. Or you can just, drive the scenic routes and pull over at overlooks. But the best part, for me, was just the sheer quiet and the stars. Because it's so remote, there's very little light pollution. And the night sky, it's just like you're looking at a blanket of diamonds. It's an international dark sky park, which means it's one of the best places on Earth for stargazing. My top tip for Big Bend, go during the spring or fall when the temperatures are milder, and make sure you have a full tank of gas and plenty of water because services are really spread out. And definitely stay up late to look at the stars. It's an experience you just won't forget.
Wow, Ruby. Big Bend sounds absolutely incredible. I mean, going from the bustling space center to complete wilderness and incredible dark skies, that really does show the range of Texas, doesn't it?
It really, really does, Max. And, we've talked about a lot of the big hitters today, but Texas is so huge that there are so many other amazing places people could explore beyond just those major cities and national parks.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we didn't even get to like Galveston Island, for instance, with its historic charm and beaches. Or even the quirky small towns like Fredericksburg, nestled in the hill country, known for its wineries and German heritage.
Yes, and Marfa, of course, out in West Texas, which is known for its art scene and those mysterious Marfa lights. There's just so much unique character. I guess, our big takeaway from today, Max, is that Texas is just incredibly diverse.
Absolutely. It's not just one thing. It's sprawling deserts, piney woods, beautiful coastlines, vibrant cities, and like quiet small towns. There really is something for everyone, whether you're into history, nature, food, or, just unique experiences.
Yeah, it's about breaking those stereotypes, isn't it? You can find everything from, world-class museums to incredible stargazing, all within the same state. So don't limit your thinking to just what you think Texas is.
You said it perfectly, Ruby. It's just so much more than you expect. And I really hope today's discussion has, given our listeners some great ideas for their next adventure, maybe even to the Lone Star State.
Definitely, Max. We'd absolutely love to hear about your Texas travels too, So if you've been to any of the places we talked about or even some of those hidden gems we briefly mentioned, please share your experiences with us on social media. You can find us at social media handle or just search for Somewhere Between Topics.
Yeah, we always love seeing your photos and hearing your stories. It's like one of the best parts of doing a show, honestly. Speaking of which, that's almost all the time we have for this week's episode of Somewhere Between Topics. It's been a fun one.
It really has. And before we go, just a little sneak peek. Next time, we're going to be diving into the fascinating world of, the top barbecue places in Texas. Get ready for some really interesting insights into the best barbecue joints to eat at while visiting Texas.
Ooh, that sounds super intriguing. Can't wait for that one. So, for me, Max.
And me, Ruby.
Thanks for tuning in.
We'll see you next time on Somewhere Between Topics.